Hello and welcome to this video. In this video, you will learn how to duplicate and add a new column to a query. In a previous video, I imported some query here from a Microsoft Access database file. So I'm going to open up the queries inside the Power Query editor. So I'll click on Edit Queries and click that to open up my queries. So in this example of showing you how to duplicate columns and also how to add columns, I'm going to use the date query to illustrate. So the first thing I want to do is remove all the columns apart from the date. So while I've got the date highlighted, I will right click and say remove other columns, and that will remove all the other columns and just leave me with this. So you can see here under the applied steps, I've got removed other columns. So when you are working with columns, sometimes you may want to duplicate the column just in case you want to revert back or if there's any issues. So here I'm going to right click and say duplicate column. So you can see it's duplicated it, giving it the same name but giving it a copy. So that's basically how you duplicate columns. Now if I wanted to add an extra column to this or create different types of columns from this data, I can do that. So while this is selected, the column is selected, I come here inside my transform area and click on this add column. So by clicking on this add column, I've got this date thing activated. So I can click on the drop down and select different options. If I say year, what that will do, it will create a new column with year on it. You can see it has created a new column. So if I come back here again and click on the drop down, and if I wanted to create quarter, it will create the quarter for me. And if I come here, let's do one more. If I wanted to create the week of the year, I can do that also. And you can see it adds that. So these are various ways that you can add extra column. So duplicating and adding columns can be a useful operation when you're working with queries in analyzing your data. So if you want to revert back or undo any of your actions, all you need to do is come into the applied steps and just remove the steps. For example, if I click to remove, that will just undo all the actions that I performed and it will revert the data back to how it was. So in this video, I showed you an illustration of how to duplicate a column within a query and also how to add extra columns to a query. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.